Section 1.7 and 1.8 deal with circles and space geometry. Set this stuff into your table of contents, and then let's get going. If you have a compass, that'd be great. Get it out. If you don't yet have one, you'll want to consider getting one of those pretty soon. To start our notes with circles, let's draw a line segment that's about 2 inches. Using your compass, put the pointy part at point P and the pencil on the other end point of the segment, and draw around. We now have a circle. We would call it circle P, and its radius is line segment PA. There's going to be a bunch of definitions, maybe not definitions, but a bunch of terms that you'll have to produce definitions for from this section. So radius is something that you'll want to define well. A radius is a line segment that has endpoints at the center of the circle, and the other endpoint is on the circle. Segment BC is a chord. Consider its definition. DE would be a diameter. Please note also that segment DE is a chord as well. A diameter is a special type of chord. Here we have a tangent line. That'll be line EF. E has a special name. It's called the point of tangency. And so these are all the kind of the special lines and segments that intersect in a circle. Some more definitions for you. Concentric means 2 or more circles that have the same center. Another vocab term, circumscribed, means drawn outside. And so here we have a circle that is circumscribed about a square and circumscribed about a triangle. And likewise, inscribed means drawn inside of. So here we have a circle inscribed in a pentagon and a circle inscribed in a square. Next definition is an arc. An arc is just a part of a circle. So here we have arc AB. You'll notice we've got that kind of arc shape over top to denote the arc AB. A semicircle is half of a circle. So for example, we could say semicircle APD. When you name a semicircle, you'll need 3 points, because if you just said arc AB, I don't know if you're talking about the top or the bottom, so give it another point. Some finer points on that, we've got PB. That red would be considered a minor arc, which is less than a semicircle. PAB, that should say, is a major arc. Major arcs are greater than a semicircle. So if you were to measure the angle from the center of the circle to, let's say, PD, measuring that gets about 134 degrees. And so we say the arc measure of PB is about 134 degrees, the measure of arc PB. Likewise, the measure of arc PAB, I don't know why I keep saying D, PAB would be the reflex of 134. So we'd have 226. Some more vocab terms for us in space geometry, section 1.8. We'll talk about cylinders, cones, prisms, pyramids, spheres, and hemispheres. You're probably all familiar with a cylinder. If you have the geometer stencil right now, hopefully you didn't throw away the instruction sheet. Drawing a cylinder involves drawing 2 ovals and then connecting the narrow parts of those ovals. You can bold and dash certain lines to make things kind of pop out in 3 dimensions better. If you are an artist, feel free to shade appropriately so that the 3 dimensions are represented well on 2 dimensions. Likewise, a cone is pretty fun to draw. You draw an oval and then 2 straight lines. You can shade it nicely. There are multiple types of prisms. Here we'll draw these 2 kind of isosceles triangles, and when you connect the corners, the vertices of those triangles, we create ourselves what's called a triangular prism. The reason it's a triangular prism is because we have those 2 triangles that are congruent and parallel to each other. The other faces, the 3 rectangles, aren't parallel to each other. So then similarly, this thing would be called a pentagonal prism. For pyramids, something kind of similar. Pyramids and prisms they're related to each other, except a pyramid only has one base, whereas prisms have two bases. So here we would have a hexagonal pyramid, and likewise a square pyramid. And then finally, we have spheres and hemispheres, which are three-dimensional circles or three-dimensional half circles. So lots of vocab for you. Make sure you get that down. If you need to spend some more time studying it, might recommend making flashcards or something along those lines.